Hello, everyone, and welcome. Are you ready to put on your detective hats? Because today, we're on a mission to solve a really big case. The great naming word mystery. We're going to investigate all the secret words we use for, well, everything. Every person, every place, and everything you see around you. Let's get started.
Okay, to warm up our super sleuth brains, let's start with a riddle. Here's your first clue. I have bark, but I can't bite. What am I? Go on, have a little think about it. Any ideas?
Ready for the next one? This is something you probably see every single day in your classroom. I am black when I am clean, and I get dirty when I turn white. What could that possibly be?
And for our last warm-up clue, I go up and down, but I never ever move from my spot. This one's a bit of a thinker, isn't it? What helps you get from one floor to another without an elevator?
So, did you figure them out? The answers are a tree, a blackboard, and stairs. Now, what do all these words have in common? Well, they're all naming words. They give a name to something. And that, my friends, is the key to our whole mystery today.
You see, the official name for these special naming words is a noun. A noun is just a word we use to name a person, like your friend, a place, like your school, a thing, like your pencil, or even an idea or a feeling, like happiness. Basically, if you can give it a name, that name is a noun. Simple.
All right, detectives, let's open our first case file. In this part of our investigation, we're going to learn how to sort our clues into two different piles, the general ones and the really specific ones. This is a top skill for any detective.
So some nouns are just general names for things. We call these common nouns. But other nouns are for one specific special person or place. We call those proper nouns. And here's the biggest clue of all. Proper nouns always start with a capital letter. Always. Remember that.
Let's look at some examples from your world. The word student is a common noun. It could mean any student in your class. But Priya is a proper noun because it's the name of one specific student. It's the same with city versus the specific city of Jaipur. See how that works? A general name versus a special, capitalized name.
Okay, time for a quick detective challenge. Let's examine this piece of evidence. Is this a correct match? The common noun is search engine and the proper noun is Google. What do you think, detectives? Yes or no?
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Search engine is the general name for that kind of website, but Google is the special name of one particular search engine. Fantastic work. You're a natural at this.
Awesome. Let's move on to our next case file. This time, we're sorting our clues based on something different. Can you physically touch them, like evidence, or are they things you can only feel, like an idea or a thought? First up, we have concrete nouns. Now, these are the easy ones to spot. A concrete noun names something you can experience with your senses. You can see it, you can touch it, maybe you can even smell or hear it. It's a real physical thing. But on the other hand, we have abstract nouns. These are the names for things you can't see or touch. They are ideas, feelings, or qualities. Think about things like love, or courage, or friendship. You know they exist, but you can't hold them in your hand, can you?
Let's look at them side by side. On the concrete side, we've got our physical evidence: a desk, a blackboard, a pen, a dog. You can touch all of those things, right? Now look at the abstract side. Our clues you can only feel: honesty, bravery, friendship, happiness. You know they're real, but you just can't touch them.
Okay, another quick challenge for you. Read this sentence. I respected the honesty my friend showed. Which word in there is the abstract noun? Remember, it's the one you can't physically touch. I'll give you a second. You got it. It's honesty. Excellent work.
All right, detectives, let's crack open our third case file. And this one's about something we all love, food. We're calling this case Counting Your Lunch, and it's going to help us figure out our next two types of nouns.
So, some nouns are super easy to count. We call them countable nouns. But other nouns are, well, they're tricky. You can't really count them one by one. And you guessed it, we call those uncountable nouns. Let's look at some yummy examples.
Here we go. Think about samosas. You can count them, right? 1 samosa, 2 samosas. Easy. Same with apples and chocolates. But what about rice, or juice, or tea? You wouldn't say, I want 3 rices, or can I have 2 teas? That sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? That's because they're uncountable.
So how do we solve this puzzle? Well, there's a secret trick. To talk about uncountable things, we use other words to help us measure them. You can't say 1 rice, but you can say a bowl of rice. You can't say 2 waters, but you can say 2 glasses of water. See? It's a really handy rule to remember. Pop quiz time. Let's examine these clues. Which one sounds correct to you? Number 1, a carton of rice, or number 2, 1 cheese? Which one follows our new rule?
If you pick number 1, you are totally right. We can definitely have a carton of rice, but cheese is usually uncountable, so we don't say 1 cheese. Instead, we'd say something like a slice of cheese or a block of cheese. You guys are really cracking this case. We are on to our final case file, detectives, and this one is so much fun. It's all about special code words we use for groups of things. Let's crack this group code together.
Okay, so a collective noun is one single word that actually means a whole group of things. So instead of saying a big group of students all together, we have a special, shorter code word for it. It's a really cool way to describe a whole collection.
Let's check out some of these awesome code words. You are all part of a class of students. You might have a bunch of keys in your pocket. If you look down, you might see an army of ants marching by. And in the ocean, you'll find a school of fish. Pretty neat, huh?
And just like that, case closed. We've solved the great naming word mystery. You now know all about the different kinds of nouns. So for your final mission, detective, I want you to look around the room you're in right now. Can you spot and name 5 different nouns? Go on, give it a try. You're an expert noun detective now. Amazing work today, everyone.